Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Another successful intro without a technical glitch. Woo! We're rocking today. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is in the world you're coming from. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking, here in the digital media universe world, godlike things. Trust me, it's not getting to my head here. We only have a few viewers here this morning. But let's try and share this show and get the word out there about it. Anyway, like I said, my name's Tom, otherwise known as Striking, and I am here for you on June 4th, 2024. Another day closer to my birthday, another day closer to Christmas, and another day closer to the day your estate planning case matures. How about that? It's always one more day. I can tell you, I was watching this one YouTube guy. He has a small custom car factory. He has a chart behind him that lists 87 years of weeks. And he marks off each week. And he's like, I only got this many left, so I got to make the best of it. I was like, it was quite morbid. I was like, knowing how much time you got left. Anyway, good morning to everybody. Good morning, Crypto Mike, giving us the hands up here. Let's see if I can get the O Canada here. There we go. DYOR baby, welcome. Thanks for joining in. Really appreciate it. I know you've told me before, but I forget where you're coming to us from. I got to find a sound effect for you. And whomever Trisha C is, thanks for tuning in. You're a new viewer. Stay tuned for us. We'll have good stuff here today. Usually I turn this way and I introduce my co-host, Pedro Garcia. Pedro's running a few minutes late. Is stuck in construction traffic. Should be logging in any minute now. Shout out to people joining us on Twitter today. Well, let me get that straight. It's X, right? It's X. It's not Twitter. It's X. I got to bring them up here so I can monitor that. Trying to get more going with streaming on X. As we all know, the crypto conversations on X are bananas right now. There's so many. In fact, look, it even highlights mine. DYOR Live, Crypto Technical Tuesday, charts. It says 6 people are watching. I'll just go right to it. Welcome, everyone. Start the conversation here. That's my bid to get all you people on watching on X to start the conversation. We do have a pretty good conversation going on YouTube, but fortunately the mighty comment software works well with Twitter or X and YouTube comments, so it merges them all into one. But not so for you LinkedIn people. And thanks for joining us over on LinkedIn. If you want to participate in the conversation, come on over to X Spaces or over to YouTube and all that. Anyway, like I said, today is Technical Tuesday. Pedro and I are going to start doing this since it's a nice, the title is a nice alliteration here. Technical Tuesday. Well, at least it is fresh English speakers. I don't know what. See here, Technical Tuesday. We'll start doing Tuesdays and trying to focus charts that day. Pedro and I get bogged down a lot in world events, policy in Washington, D.C., economy, conspiracy theories, all kinds of stuff, and sometimes we get out of the habit of covering certain things, and so we want to at least dedicate one day a week to making sure we hit all the charts, not only that we want to see and we follow, but the ones that you guys want to see. So if you want to come up and show your project, get Pedro and I to cover your project, your chart, whatever, feel free. We'll get to that eventually today or every Tuesday too. I also want to say shout out to Zach Humphreys. He's running an X Spaces every day now, right before our show, from about 9:30 or 10 for an hour and a half, and it's a good lead-in for our show. If you want to listen to a good podcast, I'm sorry, not podcast, X Spaces before, follow Zach Humphreys. Make sure you get the right one on X, and sign up to be notified when he goes live. He's been having good conversations, lots of good alpha too. Got a lot of good devs coming on talking about low cap projects, things like that. So that's all good. Where's my friend at Pedro? Not here yet. Let me check the. Let's see. Someone just asked me, hey, you do YouTube? Well, wouldn't you know, we're doing it right now. Let me get this guy here live right now. Come chill. The bonus round lounge. Anyway, before we get into to Pedro's stuff, you know what? I want to try and get that that lo-fi music going again. And once again, let me know if it's going to start too loud, but let me know if it's ultimately too loud. Loop. I want it to stop all sounds. Should be just a nice droning background music. I like it because I can hear it in my ear. I don't know if you guys like it or not. Let's see. Jay Stroll. Hi, Striking. Thanks for joining us, Jay. Really appreciate it. Always appreciate a new viewer, or if you haven't viewed in a while and I've just forgotten. Sorry about that. Can you take a look at the wrong tokens? You know, new meme on Solana. It's Squirrel. Squirrel with nuts! Ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, that's the entertainment you get here on the DYOR network. We'll take a look at them in a minute here when Pedro gets in. Darbaby says reward token crap to bed. Yeah, that's a shame. You know, now I don't have to. I noticed they stopped shilling here. Why don't you drop us a reason there, Darbaby? I gotta tell you, my one of my followers, Vincent. You'll see him on here. His name is Vincent Don Boy Vincent on YouTube. He's in my Telegram room. He's actually a mod in my Telegram room now. He's from Nigeria, and a lot of the guys from Reward Token were from Nigeria. And I said, hey, why don't you check this group out for me? And he came back and he went, He said, not nice guys. Now I understand Nigeria is very tribal, and one tribe thinks everyone else is a scammer and stuff. He's like, not so sure about them. But anyway, after he said that, it doubled in value, so I didn't listen. David Martin, I'm a Whiff Nuts holder. Squirrel, amazing team, amazing community, won't stop pushing. Thanks for joining us. You know what? While we're waiting for Pedro, I'll just bring you Jordan. Why don't we do that and we'll talk about it. Let's see, what is it? Whiff nuts. Squirrel. Squirrels have nuts. Let's see if I can find it. Whiff nuts on Sol. Let me know if I got the right one here, gents. Get the screen up here. There we go. Whiff nuts. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm in the way here. Let's move me out of the way here. Turn Pedro off since he's not here yet. All right, what do we got here for Whiff Nuts? Squirrel Whiff Nuts, good meme coin on Sol. Typical big launch here. Let's see, what did I got? The 15-minute chart up. Super Jeet. I don't know if you had a pre-sale or something like that, but that's what we call the Super Jeet. It was a 3 to 4x on day one, followed by a 3 to 4x retracement. The volume is kind of staying here. My volume on CoinGecko here doesn't work that well. I'm on the opposite side here. My volume doesn't work that well here. It doesn't show it. I can't get CoinGecko charts to respond properly. I don't know why. And let's see, we have some good volume, ups and downs. As Pedro already say here, it goes up and down, but it's got to go up, and then it's got to go down before it can go up. But it looks like we have a somewhat decent chart here so far. After the initial Jeet, got that out of the way. It looks good. What are we? 3 days old here. What do we got? Liquidity 20,000 and a $37,000 market cap. That's a little odd. It's a little odd. Your liquidity ratio is too heavy there. I don't know what you did. Did you guys burn a lot of tokens or something after you had a lot of liquidity? I don't know. Let me know about that. Teddy? You know what? This token, it really just leads to a lot of laughs. And I gotta tell you, most of this, especially for the meme coin stuff, is building communities. And building communities, if you can make me laugh or other people laugh, that's generally an in. It sets people. It's like having a beer with someone. You know, you're like, oh, I don't know much about that guy, and then you have a beer with them. You're like, he's fine. Same with when someone makes you laugh. You're like, oh, they made me laugh. One of you guys, there's something called the DYOR Media Telegram room. DYOR Media. It's called Striking's Crypto Smackdown. Please go in there and post a link to your project. Can't let you do it in the comments because as soon as I open it up, the feet people and the hula hoop girls start posting spam and everything. It's just me doing this and Pedro, so we don't have anyone moderating it yet. But if you wouldn't, scroll with nuts, people. Hold on, let's do this right so you can get a screenshot. Let's see, chart. I gotta update. I've got my Google Sheets linked to this broadcast. It's quite amazing. Squirrel with nuts. This has got to be $1 million coin here. Let's see. Let's pull it up here. There you guys go. Now I'll take a screenshot of this and use it in social media. That's how we get the word out. that's why I don't mind letting people shill here. It's fine because we're a small channel, and I like to get the word out. And if you guys take screenshots of this and use it for your own marketing purposes, that's fine with me. Anyway, from my Pedro does the technical analysis. I do the fundamental analysis. I look at the chart, tell you what feels good, what doesn't. This chart feels good to me because it's recovering nicely. I don't know what the price of Solana is doing right now, if that's affecting it. I don't know how many pools you guys have. It's just with Solana. But if you're going on pump, that should get a pump out of that. Let's see who else is here. Everyone here with nuts, let's thumbs up this live. As Pedro always says, if he were here, he said, let's spread the word. Have your community come in and watch. Let me know how you guys found us. I posted all over Telegram our show things, and one of you guys found us. Nuts raid. The transcript for this one is going to be epic. I'm going to try and translate it into Portuguese, and people in Brazil are going to be watching. I do not understand this. Why were we eating some peanuts? Made by Toast is here. Toast, welcome. Toast family is always welcome here on the show. I'm over on the other side today because I got Gecko terminal up. Speaking of, is Swift Nuts available on the deck? These tools. Let's see if it is. Much easier for me to use that. Yeah, there we go. All right, you got two pairs. You have two Solana liquidity pools, one with $515,000 in it. Oh, I'm really confused here. That must be a scam of some sort. Let's see, there's the squirrel. Alright, so let me fix me here and get me back in the right spot where I normally am. Me. Alright. Now I can point the right way here. Looking good, people are buying. Maybe I'll just have to pick up a bag. I'll use Pedro and I's show money for that and not tell Pedro. Oh, it's the Pump Fun LP thing. I got you. You know what? I don't actually truly understand how the Pump Fun thing works. I need to look into that. All I know is that I saw a lot of activity once there, and they show all the buys scrolling by in the top real fast. Just blah, 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 blah. Pedro's still not in the house. He must have been further away from home than I thought. All right, let's Darbaby, let's see what happened to reward token. RWD reward token. I see Pedro coming online here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think your voice is on yet. Hold on, Pedro, 1 second here. Let me finish up what I'm doing real quick here. No, I mean your voice is on between you and me. It's not live to the air yet. Just let me finish something. Let's see. Made by Toast says, have your morning toast. Toasty breakfast in the house. All right, let me, ladies and gentlemen, we got Pedro in the studio here. Let me bring him back on here. There we go. There's Pedro Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, the co-host of DYOR Live, Pedro Garcia. Buff me here. Pedro, welcome to the show.
What up, my dog? What up? What's up, people? How you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying this amazing, gorgeous day today. At least where I'm at, it's absolutely amazing. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. How you doing, Tom? How's life?
Good. I got a couple of good groups in here today. We got
nice.
We got Squirrel with Nuts in the house. The Squirrel with Nuts.
Oh, snaps! Love that. Oh, I told Zach we need to check out Zeus as well. So
all right, so I got the squirrel with hat or with nuts. Squirrel with nuts in here.
There we go. Squirrel with nuts.
So that's
nice.
That seems to be going well. I was just looking at their chart. It's good. And I was just looking at the reward token that we usually have in here. Darbaby said that the
Darbaby.
I think I got the right chart here. That their project is kind of withering out. I noticed that the guy stopped shilling it hard here, so. That was an issue.
Don't they know that you keep going? Because you never know if they... Like, life is about pushing hard regardless, man.
Yep.
Yeah, pasa.
Let's see. Made by Toast says, I've been waiting for you, Pedro.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, the bonus round. Before Pedro gets into his thing, I'll entertain another good quality shill here.
Yes, shill away.
Doug the Duck.
Doug the Duck. I love it.
Doug the Duck.
Doug the Duck.
All right, let me know if I got the right one here. Doug the Duck. The contract begins with BAVUJ, it looks like.
BAVUJ. That's what she said. Oh, sorry.
Humorous.
Sorry, dude.
Let's see. Let's do.
I love The Office. If anybody ever knows,
the Duck.
You don't know that. Is it Love the Duck or What the Duck?
What the Duck? All right, let's look at the chart here. All right, so I got you up here. When next time it scrolls by over here. Oh, my camera's lagging. Great.
It happens.
Yep. Take a screenshot when it says Doug the Duck. And then use it on your social media, mark it, and say, hey, we're on DYOR Live with Striking and Pedro. Give us a link to back to our show. But this chart looks great. You know, all is good there. Decent launch. This is typical of a time when you should have held after launch. A bunch of people sold, and it didn't turn out so well for them because the project consolidated over a little bit. and then started taking off as it started getting traction. Let's see how many holders we got there. 24-hour volume of almost $1 million. Well, almost 800,000 K. Liquidity 76,000, 96,000. I can't read. Almost a $2 million market cap. Usual circulating supply of 1 billion. Not listing holders here. Anyway, starting to look good. Obviously, I know nothing about the project or anything like that. Haven't looked into the team wallets or anything like that, or if they're team wallets. But Doug the Duck, poised to go. Poised to go. So Pedro,
Yes,
how do you enjoy the traffic around your part of the world today?
It was good, and then it decided to chill out, and cars decided to slow down, and they want to do their own thing. And I was sitting there going, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you ever have that feeling when your body tells you don't go down this area, go over here, and you're like, no, but this other side's faster, right? And you ignore that gut feeling. Well,
Yep.
yeah, I didn't, and so that's what happened. I got stuck in traffic. So it was enjoyable. I learned another valuable lesson of listen to your gut. It pretty much always tells you the correct stuff, and you just need to kind of listen to it. So, yeah.
The bonus round, you're welcome for this. Appreciate coming on the show and subscribing. That's the whole point of this.
So let's check out Doug the Duck here. I don't know if y'all play D&D, but D&D is always the cool thing. People like, all right, let's check this baby out here. All right, so I actually like this chart. It's really fire. It's following the 4-hour 8 moving average here, so it's actually pretty good. I love, you can see the consolidation. One thing I do bring up is just that it hasn't really had a sell-off yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if it does, it's what I'm looking at is for buyers to step in at, right? If it does decide it wants to come back and pull back, you can see we do have some seller wicks here, but I have also seen right here where we had seller wicks and we pushed up, right? So noticing that basically means there's a lot of people interested in this, which when it does kind of sell off and you have a red candle on the higher time frames, it just says, hey, we want to buy. So be paying attention to that 4-hour 8 period moving average here that really kind of goes over that. And additionally to that, I do like the 8 hours, so hopefully we'll be able to pull up the 480 chart. No, it ain't gonna let me.
Hey Shane, welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Hope Alfie's doing well.
Let's see if it'll allow that. 120.
The bonus round, you have to join the TG for the content. Feel free to go over to the DYOR Media room in Telegram. Search DYOR Media, Striking Crypto Smackdown. Join, and if you can pass the CAPTCHA, then post a link to your Telegram there, and we'd appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Be careful of the spam rooms. You'll know it when we get the right one.
Also, I also want to throw out Zach's thing too. They are always looking for, good projects. So you can go in there and kind of show your stuff for specifically designed for meme coins, Zach Humphreys. And I think what's it called? 1 trillion?
I already pitched him before you get on the show.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah. Jump in there. Let him know. Go check it out so that, you can get this thing up and running because you'll find buyers there. So I do like this area right here. One thing I don't like is just that this part right here, the sell-off right here is coming in, but I am seeing buyers step in. So that's actually a good sign. It's still very much in its infancy stage. So even a sell-off here coming down to the previous highs, which is this right in this area, which is basically the 0007 to the 0008-ish area. So I'm definitely bullish on this. I like its movement.
Good
I like
morning,
seeing the
Jesus.
volume
Welcome
stepping
to the
in
show.
at these lower
San
levels,
Francisco friend.
and even seeing the continuation. And the fact is that even on this big sell-off candle, the sell-off volume was pretty low in comparative to the amount of volume of buyers stepping in. So you can see down in these lower levels here that it's, I didn't see like twice the amount of sellers stepping in, trying to sell off here. So that's always a good sign for me, sitting there saying, okay, people are just taking profit, which I always preach, take profit. And then from there, now they're saying, all right, let's see where we're going to go next. So that's always a good sign. And then if you don't mind me asking, what is this? Is that a 10x or that's 100x? That is ridiculous. Am I reading that right? Dang it, I should put my glasses on. Tom, is that 100x or is that a 10x?
From the basic launch price, it's 100, like from the insiders. But from where it started trading, it's really 10x.
It's still 10x, bro. I mean, right. I put in $100. I'm walking out with 1,000. Thank you. Have a good day. So that makes sense. That very much makes sense why people would sit there. Actually, it's a 30x. I'm looking at this right here.
Bonus round says it's a 60 from launch. So you got to find that one little tick. These fair launches are like that. The people, the first 10 buyers get 100x.
No.
And then the next 1,000 buyers get the.
Well,
get
this is what I'm looking at. No, this is what I'm looking at right here from these guys, right? Because I'm trying to see why we had these sellers step in, right? And so I have to sit there and go, okay, what's actually going on? So from the consolidation from launch was this right here, the consolidation. So the majority of these are right here. So I want to say, how much did they have in their self-custody wallet? And that self-custody wallet was roughly from peak there, I will say, right here, let's say the majority was dollar cost average at that too. So yeah, that is a good 15x. It's not bad. That's a 15x to 10x from here up, right? Because the majority of them are
the
right in
official
this
striking technical analysis notation here simply says moon. That's an official technical analysis right there.
Absolutely. Come check us out. Listen, come join our Telegram. Love to have you guys post stuff, so that would be actually really dope. The other backside behind it is, man, it looks like here on this green candle, I mean, this is actually really pretty here. Nice little retracement, right? Like boom, and then you're seeing volume step in at this lower level here. So this is going to be an area of buyers, like legit. Because here's the thing, this is the previous high, right? Where it came back, sat on, and then exploded up. This is really where you saw, where it went from 1 0 to 3. So there's a pretty decent amount of people at this level right here. So these people took profit. They're coming into it. You have the 50 period moving average sitting between the 001 and the 00119. So that 13 and the 19 area or 119 area is a nice area. I like this area right here. So when it comes back then, I would almost say in our wallet, digital wallet, let's go ahead and say we're gonna buy. If it comes back down into this lower level here, let's buy in right here at about and then from here at the 100 period moving average as well. Just because you know me, I love dollar cost averaging in. So I would sit there and say this is kind of the area that I'm looking. These two areas here, like I said, the reason why is this was the previous high, right? You see right here. From launch day, boom, people sold off, made their money, and then people reaccumulated. So that's why I'm picking this area here for you guys to sit there and see.
Welcome, Crypto Alliance. What's going on, DYOR community? The Crypto Alliance had to come say hi and wish everyone a safe and prosperous week. Xtoshi, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, brother.
Wherever you found Xtoshi, click on his link, follow him. They have great spaces every evening. You should join them. Highly recommended. You get good lessons, good alpha, have a lot of fun, and do some evening BSing. Well, evening for me, morning for other people and stuff like that. But thanks for joining us. We got another request here for a project.
Wait! You got to mention Xtoshi's like late like deep voice, sultry voice that he has.
Venus flytrap voice from WKRP.
Dude, I was talking to him. I was on there last night. I was like, bro, you put me to sleep like 3 times already, man. like I woke up, I heard my name, and I was like, oh, you gonna say it? I was like, oh yeah, man. And so Like legit.
YFN, 100 million loading for Doug, I promise you. Well, that's it. I'm in. I'm fooling it. I'm selling the dog and the kids. Mr.
And the
Striking's
house.
going on the market. We're putting it all in Doug the Duck.
Doug the Duck. Hey, dude, I'm gonna sell a vial of my child's first, christening.
Doug.
There we go.
100 million.
It's
coming
so
right
crazy.
from YFN's mouth. No problem. Of course we believe you. We're showmen too. So we're like, of course. Then after that, easy billion. Although, you know what? Here's a good topic of conversation on this note. We're talking about this in someone. I think it was in Zach Humphrey Spaces yesterday, in which how difficult it is for coins to launch and get going and get traction, and how difficult it is to go from 100,000 to 1 million or 1 million to 10 million. But once you're in that 10 million area, you've got a good base, and then 100 million is easier. And once you're at 100 million, people are like, all right, there's no more cheating going on here. And suddenly you go to $1 billion. And there's been good examples of that, like Brett, which Zach told me to get in on day one at like no sense at all. And I didn't. And that new dog thing that everyone, you got airdrops with, and people need a fortune and stuff like that. Oh, comments are going nuts again here. But anyway, so let's go back here. Let me scroll back in the comments. Someone said there's a project called Seat, S-E-A-T, on Solana.
All right, I see. Let's do this. All right, boom. Solana. What's the best thing? Are you guys on Dex Screener? Come on, pull up. Man, come on, computer, work. It's deciding it doesn't want to work today. It's like, shut it down. Come on, you got this. I believe in you, baby. You got this. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, quality entertainment here.
Wait.
I brought up my screen. Let me know when yours comes back up.
All right.
Unresponsive browser. Let's see.
Whoop, whoop. All right, there we are. And
Solana.
What's the
there's a couple here. Oh, there's a new one 1 month ago. It's Chris Henson, $40,000. Let me know if that's the right seat you guys are talking about. There's another one on Solana. No, that's Matic. Yeah, this has got to be it. Oh, there's another one. There's a couple of. Oh, that's $40. That's a scam. It must be this one.
Send me the contract.
If you go to Dex Tools, it's the first one when you type seat.
Let's try it.
Let's see if dude with the face. That's what he is.
Face. That's awesome.
I gotta tell you, YouTube introduced ultra low latency streaming, and there's almost no delay now. I make a comment and I look over here because that's where my comment screen is, and you guys have already responded.
Love it. Oh, snaps. Patrick, wait, what's up, Pat? Do we have stuff? Pat's been here now a couple times, right?
No,
man, what up?
Patrick seems to be new here.
Oh, Pat.
We got a couple of good new projects today. I don't know how all you guys found me.
Nice, man. Tell us, who told you about us? Patty.
You might have said it earlier and it scrolled by me.
What's up, baby?
Can't sell reward token. No, that's not good.
This guy named Pedro. Patty, what up? Wi-Fi nuts on Solana. All right, so let's pull this up here real quick. Our good old friend Seed, S-E-E-D? Seed?
No, seat, like the seat of your pants. S-E-A-T.
Oh, S-E-A-T? This guy right here. Let's check him out.
Yeah,
let's check it out. It. With the face, Chris
Henson says, I'm about breaking into Doug's kitchen and making some toast.
Making some of that toast. Ooh. All right, okay. Let's check this out here.
Usman says, what can I hold this year for 1,000x, please? I would say, listen, not to me and to Pedro, but to the other guys in the comments. They're shilling you their low cap projects. And, high cap projects are not going to go 1,000x. They might go 10x, 100x maybe. Mm-hmm. But if you want 1,000x, you got to talk to these guys in the comments. That is not financial advice. And by the way, the scroller is running. None of this is financial advice. Educational purposes only. That's what we do here at DYOR. We try to have a little bit of fun and entertainment while teaching people about crypto and all that. But occasionally we have to do things like Technical Tuesdays where we just take on the shill and go over charts. We'll take a lot of user feedback or user comments today about charts. And then Pedro and I will head into BTC, Ethereum, and all the usual suspects to see what's going on in the market. But right now, while we got a crowd chilling, we're chilling.
Chill away. All right, guys, let's check this out here real quick. So see here, I had a pretty good little pop here from its very beginning. I mean, literally the open was 4042. And then the high here was literally, it looks like a 10x here. So it ain't that bad. It's not that bad.
DYOR with hat.
Dude, I bet you sooner or later there's gonna be meme coins on us, bro. That would be so awesome. Pedro is my research.
I mean, come on, man.
Dude, that is funny. Shane. Oh, that's awesome. Nah, man, this is all just entertainment, educational purposes only. But apart from that, so let's talk about this right here. So you can see here that we literally had the big sell-off where people got a 10x, which was nice. And now we actually came down to the weekly demand zone here, which actually isn't that bad. Look, I mean, to a T, came down, pop, and now it's pushing up. So I bring this up because it's really important. You can see here that we have the 8-period moving average sitting at, and this is a weekly, right? And so that means on the daily that we're seeing about the 50. That's that 0015 area here. You potentially could get at least 50% push from here, okay? Now, here's the thing I bring up. These areas have been traded through. So it will probably be easier for it to actually crush this area here and potentially get to the top, which is that 45 area here. So like I'm looking at it going, it's not, you know, a good retracement back, not a lot of pressure stopping us. Let's check it out. The monthly obviously was a big, huge sell-off from the initial open, but there's two things could happen here. Actually, three things could happen here. Okay, one, consolidation. Right, came down to its original investors, which is sitting right in this lovely area here. And then from here, right now, we've got a lot of moving averages. We have the 8, we have the 50, and we have the 20 here. Now, the most important thing to pay attention to, though, is above her, you probably have your 89, which is going to be coming up here real soon. And so you could be playing ping pong here for a minute and then see it push up into all-time highs, right? Because you can see here, it went, you know, if you understand, and I'm not a huge proponent of DAO theory, right? But you can see there's 3 waves here, right? Boom, 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 come back down for retracement to its origins. Here's initial pump, boom, right? So you can see we're sitting in this area here at the top where you have buyers. So you want to see 2 things. One, I personally want to see, you know, kind of weekly. I want to see it kind of base here a little bit. Okay, and then from there, I want to see it then to push it higher. So it's one of those things I'm definitely looking at is this area here. The other part behind it is
Crypto Dave talks about no nuts were burnt in the previous project.
Oh, that's good.
Crypto Dave, you may be behind by a few minutes, so scroll to the live.
You can see here, right here, as we came down, it came down to killing me, dude.
New project, Pedro with Tom.
Dude,
hold Tom to earn Pedro. All right.
Dude, I bet you one day, dude, we're gonna
hold. Okay, sorry.
Oh man. So this is definitely, I like the fact that it came down to that weekly demand area. We were seeing a little bit of a pump here for the week, which is nice. So that 50 period or the 8 period moving average on that weekly will act as some type of resistance typically. But after that, we want to see it consolidate and potentially see it push up. Now, if it isn't able to get above there, then we'll probably see it come back down to the lows here, which is basically where the initial investors were at. Come on, there you are. So there's this right here, and this right here is actually not a bad thing. Come on. So this right here, this is one of those areas that I'm definitely looking at to sit there and see, right, as we continue moving. So these are some of these areas, at least on here with C, that I would be looking to kind of get into and play with. If we do sell through this area at these lows, would definitely a good place to get in, and then see what happens, right, in relationship to that. If we see an explosion from here, okay, your first profit taking is going to be roughly up in the highs here. Now, I would encourage you, because this is, I think it's a 10x. Oh no, this is a 3x. Oh, this would be boom, 4. That's 6. That'd be 4. So it's roughly, you're getting some X's. This is where you're maybe looking to take a little bit of profit, right? Just take off your initial, or a little bit more than your initial, right? But you're going to see from here new sellers coming in, because you guys are going to jump on trending, right, with DEX tools trending and all those. So you're going to see new buyers stepping in at these all-time highs. So you could potentially, in a safe spot for the project as it's moving up, when you have new buyers coming in, because you're going to start a lot, you're going to see FOMO, you take with some X's, put back into your profit up in these higher levels right here for this project. But then after that, if you guys are really good at marketing, really good at what you guys need to do and push things, man, this thing should blow right through this, because it's already been traded through. So this might hold as more of just like a resistant level, not necessarily a supply level, right, up in these higher levels, and then you would see it push up, because you've seen here multiple times where it likes to blow through previous highs. Boom, 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 come back, pull back, and then push up. So you can see here that this explosion is like a 4x. So from the highs. So I would sit there and say, potentially, if we're going to sit there and say, we could see a 4, 8, 12, 16. So we could see it take off another 0 at 16 potentially, okay, at these levels here, because you can see every time it's pushed up what it's tried to do. So let's come back down to these lows. Potentially from here, we could see another explosion to like that 16 area potentially. This would be the big push here, because you have a lot of buyers sitting here. So just those little things to be looking at. All right, what's next? Talk to me, Goose.
Just going through the comments right now, seeing what's
No pun intended. Nice, thanks, Pedro. No worries, Patty.
It's the great sack and nuts. Get a second. The jokes never stop with that one. Never stop with that one.
That's great fodder, bro. That is great. I love that. We can burn that shaft all day.
I'm kidding.
As in,
Oh, you guys.
Dude, I love our crew, bro. We have the best. I feel like we have the best community personally. It's just like the jokes here.
Yeah,
great.
I was wondering where the Doug the Duck people came from.
Bro.
I had a guy slide into my DMs and ask me a question and stuff about YouTube, and I said, "Hey, we're live now." And then I noticed in his bio, it says he's with Doug the Duck Token. So that's where we found them. And they will get rewarded with the post for tomorrow's show in their room tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Is there anything else that we want to look at?
Check it out. Let's see. Dar Baby asked a while ago if we ever think that ARB is going to recover. I mean, they're a level 1 chain. They're going to recover eventually.
Yeah. Well, actually, so I feel like
not ARB. Algo. Sorry.
Okay, Algo as in Algorand?
Yeah, Algorand. I in my mind, thankfully I looked back and saw that I was wrong about that. What happened to my body here? It's separated from the...
Here we are. Where's Algorand? Algo. Yeah, so I think Algorand, again, I don't want to call it a zombie project, because you don't know what they're going to build, and the fact is that they have a huge community, and that's real. Okay, they are worth real money. So this isn't something that, I mean, and the reason why I bring that up is ergo I say Luna, right? Like, because how many times we've thought Luna's dead,
I'm
and
gonna
then
refill
it just
my coffee. I'll be right back.
and how many times have we seen that thing act like Lazarus and come forth? So the reality is that when I look at it, I'm not saying it's dead, but personally, when me looking at it, I'm looking at it. If it does come down, I'm looking at these lower levels again to come down and test these lows personally. So I want to buy in, but the fact is that they have been consolidating here at these levels is a good sign saying, it's most likely it could stay here. But personally, I do see more seller wicks than buyer wicks on this. So I expect to see this maybe come down to these lower levels, if not at where I have at the 11-cent mark, potentially the 13 to 12-ish area, right? And then in additionally to that, I would say these lower levels of 14, 15 area, right? That I want to see this come down and test this 50 period moving average. Now, the fact is that this isn't necessarily a strong 50 here, okay? So we're kind of in this ping pong stage here, right? If this thing for Algorand is playing, right, like this is where I'm looking at personally, right? Like this is where we're looking at a sideways pattern, right? A consolidation pattern. Okay. And so I'm gonna put 3 yellow lines here so that we can sit there and see what's up. This is typically kind of like, for me, I use yellow lines with the aspect of slow down, pay attention, right? Because potentially if I see this thing starts to sell off, right? Like green means go, I want to purchase. Red means probably stopping and sell off. We did sell off from my supply area, which is at that 30-cent area here, right? We played, we went through, and now we came back down. So we are starting to see buyers step in between these stages of 19 to 15 cent area. So this could be consolidation. Typically, what I like to see is to see a consolidation and then to see a sell-off, right? And this is the rope a dope, where they get everybody to sell off. What happens in institutions, and then come in and buy up all those sellers, right? And then what they do is they flip it around. How many times have you been in a trade? And I'm not speaking about Tom here, but things will sell off. Like you're like, oh, dang it, I've lost my bag. Fine, you sell. And then the next day, what do you see? It explodes. Okay. I mean, I know Tom has never experienced this. It's one of those things he's never even dealt with, but it does happen. So I'm messing with Tom here. But that's what I'm looking at.
I know that.
So that's what I'm looking at, to see that come down, sell off here at this lower level, get all these basically sellers here that are going to sell off their position, where the institutions will then come in, buy it, and then push it to the next level here, which is probably going to be that 38 cent, 37 cent area, right? So actually, this has actually been traded through. So let me actually build. What's up?
So, Godwin says, "Nice one, Chad."
Don't hate me.
Hey, Seuss, you're just pumping this forever. What's the deal with it? You mentioned something about a pre-sale. Is it live? Is it not? Is there a chart? What's going on? Also,
send it to me, man. What's up?
I got the DeFi Dojo lounge banner up below here. It's just a reminder. If any of you are project owners and want a package of AMAs in Telegram, X Spaces, and on YouTube and stuff, down in the comment section or in the body, there's a link to JBee, who is the business manager for the DeFi Dojo, and they can get you set up with a good package. They can also get you set up with a good package of products from the KY. Let's see if I got this right here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, from the verification gold standard Assure DeFi. So you can get with one package, you can get KYC on Assure DeFi at a good discount. You can get AMAs on X, Twitter, whatever you want to say, whatever your flavor is, Telegram, and on this show also. If you're a project owner, or reach out to JBee, find her in the comment section down here in the body section, the DeFi Dojo Lounge. Sorry, I had to work that one in, Pedro. It had to look organic.
I was gonna say that's all good. It's all good. Listen, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Hey man, dude, we're starting to get some heads on X here, dude. I'm actually kind of like we got some 37 views. All right, all right. That's what I'm talking about. If y'all could repost those whenever you come look at it, please repost on Twitter. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. That would help us out quite a bit. Getting some heads. Some of you come look at it. Please repost on Twitter. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. That would help.
Sorry, I was feeding that back to you there.
I was gonna say that totally just threw me off. All right, so here we go. So like Algorand, that's basically what I'm looking for. Because here's the thing, they're consolidating it here, right? You can see it, right? Up here at these lower levels, these people here basically bought in at the high, so they're stuck, right? So they're going to want to sell them off here, and below this area here is a pain point, right? This is that pain point of all these buyers up at these higher levels. So
DYOR Media
for me, like they want to sell those guys off, so that's why I'm looking for them to basically cause pain for these guys up here who bought. And then they're going to sell off part of the bags, if not all their bags. And then the institutions will come in, take it, and then push it up higher. So that's kind of how things work in relationship to that trading for algo. But also, if Algorand comes in with some fundamental news, i.e., changing up their blockchain, changing up aspects behind it, then that changes stuff, obviously, right? And that's more Tom's world and how he looks at things. So.
Hey, where'd my DYOR logo go? Having Stream Deck problems today. Can't go the whole day without some kind of technical issue. Usually this button turns me on and off. Nothing. Usually this button turns our logo on and off. Just off.
Just off. It's all good. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we can see here that we're definitely having fun there. So what else are we looking at? I'm gonna check out Crow here. My favorite fur baby.
Yeah, that was a good one. I've been wanting to talk about Crow, and I haven't.
Yeah. So you can see here, we're definitely coming down where the area, like I said, I'm definitely every time we come into this 8 cent, 6 cent, 5 cent area, which we're coming down into, even potential 8 cent. Okay. It all based off of like if we're starting to sell off and I see that they're actually coming in. You can see as we're coming down, sellers are weakening, right? So that's a good sign saying, oh shoot, they're going to keep. This is one big slip and slide to come down to this big old green candle here, right? This God candle that we saw, we can see it come back down, consolidate, right? Kind of like what we saw here. Boom, push up, consolidate down, and then explode. Right, that's what I'm looking to see. So right now this is a weekly chart here. So again, these are weekly candles here. So I want to see it come down to these lower levels because I think you can see this is where the buyers are at, right? Like you can see it right here in these levels. You can see the volume of green coming in, right? Boom, explosion, come back down, consolidate, boom, next level, 25 cent area. And if the bull market really starts to take off here and we start to see this, I'm hoping personally, right, to see this baby come back up to that 50 cent, if not Crow hit, $1, if not $2-3, then I can be like, all right, Tom, I'm gonna fly. You and your wife, right? We're gonna find some bungalow, and we're gonna do the show from out there, and surf in the mornings, right? And then come show in the afternoons, and then surf in the evening, or margaritas in the evening. So, if it hits that, yes. But in the same sense, man, this is what I'm looking at, man. Is that I would love to see it come back down to that 8 cent area. And if it hits that 8 cent area here, then I expect 8 cent to about 4 cent area here. 6 cent. I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer at these levels here because personally, I personally think Crow has built a phenomenal DeFi project already when it comes to what we're seeing launch. In additionally to that, we're also seeing they are great marketers. I mean, there's a LA like Coliseum, not Coliseum. What do they call that? The place where people go in and battle each other and kill each other, or I mean, play sports.
The Colosseum? I mean,
Yes.
in Rome, the Colosseum?
In LA.
In LA, they call that Compton.
Compton. Oh, yes. Shout out to my boys out in Compton. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Seuss, you're pitching me this fur baby thing, and then you say we're on stage 9 of 10 pre-sales. You know what happens after 10 rounds of pre-sales? You know what happens?
Yeah. Dead.
That shit get rug pulled about as fast as you can. Be like, oh! Money gone!
Sorry. Our bad. Oh, man. Well, that sometimes happens. But on the back end, though, it could. I mean, you don't know.
Right. I'm just speculating. Those multiple round pre-sales, I'm always it's like they complete a step and they're like, all right, just launch the damn thing. They're like, no, we're gonna keep getting pre-sales. All you're doing is building the jitters, especially if the price goes up each time. Then those number of round 1 guys are gonna sell in round 4 guys. Round 4 guys are gonna sell in round 8 guys. Round 8 guys are selling 10 guys. Round 10 guys are gonna be left holding the bag.
Yeah. But you don't know. We don't know, right? Like, I've seen some of these really go through, man.
The jokes from Made by Toaster get worse. What did the toast say to your child? It's past your bread time. Boo.
That is good. Dude, who's Teddy Bear Dog?
Teddy's with Squirrel with Nuts.
Yeah, I see this, man. All right, let's go over some other high big stuff. So H-bar. I want to bring up H-bar here.
We haven't talked about H-bar in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. H-bar, I'm actually kind of impressed to see them actually on a weekly level come in. So I haven't done much here because they just kind of consolidating between really the 14 cent and the 6 cent area. You can see here, bing, 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 right? But I'm looking at them because H-bar has been sitting at this level. And let me remove some of these areas here. Boom. And like, here's the thing, and I've told you guys, I do my best not to mess with the lines until I'm on show here, so I can sit there and you guys sit there and see, like, it's real.
Stefan, FUR25, get 25% bonus on the resale with the discount code FUR25. Now that's a shill. I get a discount code and 25% bonus. If Fur, clearly you know something. Why are there so many pre-sale rounds?
Yeah, man. Like,
let me re-ask that question. How much money are you up to? What's the how much of that pre-sale is going into liquidity?
Well, my biggest why? Like,
I don't know, I'm not being critical. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, we just need to know why. Like, what are you guys trying to do? Are you guys racing that money?
We love the shills. So thank you for coming on and chilling.
Absolutely. And please talk to us. We're not criticizing. We just need to know why, right?
Hey, Zeus, if it hits and we weren't in it, we will blame you. There's no doubt about that. We'd be like, hey, Zeus, you didn't tell us about it. You didn't, or weren't strong enough about it. And you'd be like, I told you 500 million times. And we're like, that wasn't enough. It's still your fault. It's never our fault.
You weren't convincing enough. No, but in the back of my mind, I just want to know why. Are you raising that because you need it for X amount for this or for that? Are you doing it for marketing? Are you doing it for one of those aspects up to put into the next portion of your tech that you're bringing to the market? Or is this a meme coin that we're just trying to build and now it's just, like, and are you doxxed? Are the devs doxxed? Can you sit there and if they walk away? Yeah, I know. And
Jesus says it's going to the LP pool and to be spent wisely on memes.
All right, fair enough. Spent wisely on memes. I like that. Is this like a mutual fund type of thing? Or not mutual fund? That's the wrong word. Like a
ETF.
ETF where they put a basket of something, right? Because you're saying meme coin. Is this a meme coin holder of stocks here? Y'all blowing up, laugh out loud. If growing, man, we're growing. Trying to grow over here, Patty. Trying to make it happen. Are you saying us or are you saying the other crew? Oh, okay. So let's check this out here real quick. So I just want to bring this up. I want to finish off HBAR, what I was looking at. So we have the 100-day weekly right in here. I'm going to bring this up. Where are you at? All right.
I want to thank Elon Musk here personally for
Coming in.
tweaking something on X to allow the cam girl bot accounts to proliferate once again. It's like they're gone for a week, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I'll post something and it'll get 20 likes immediately. I'm like, all right, finally I'm getting traction on X. Yes, and I'll go and there's 17 women with the same picture named Naomi, all with no followers, and they're following 10 people. Account created today.
Yes.
Come on, man.
So, dude, I mean, that's just how it rolls sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get upset.
And the Squirrel with Nuts guys are now bombing the Twitter thread, so that's good. Thank you guys. We enjoy the engagement.
Absolutely, that helps a lot.
Squirrel with Nuts even has big buck teeth and glasses. Poor squirrel needs glasses.
I know. Why'd you put him with glasses, dude? Poor guy. Like, at least
what if his glasses fall out of the tree and they smash?
I know, right? Dude, I would. Come on, man. Why are you trying to do our squirrely here wrong? You know what I'm saying?
They even got the superimposed picture in Times Square in New York of the squirrel with nuts. Gotta have that. That's how you know you're a proper crypto project, when you've got the.
Yes.
I remember somebody did actually buy, crypto guy bought time on it and said he's gonna get your project on for so much money, and it wasn't that much money, and he bought 1 minute worth of time, and these boards, you can't see it, I don't have the screen up, but are 60 frames a second boards in Times Square now. And he had a 1 minute video with 60 individual frames. And he charged each group like a BNB or 2 BNB or whatever like that to get their picture up. It was only up for 1/60th of a second. but they could get the actual photo of it, a real photo unphotoshopped of it as a screen capture from it. Genius. Rent 1 minute in Times Square.
Dude, that's brilliant.
I know.
That is absolutely 100% brilliant. And as a business, and he's charging. You said 11. Did you say 11?
It was like
or
1 or 2 BNB per project, but he earns 120 BNB for a 1 minute video that he probably paid the equivalent of 60 BNB for that 1 minute of advertising. But still. Let's see. Patch says, I know it's so virtual, but it's fine. It's fine that it's virtual.
That is awesome, dude. I freaking love it, man. I mean, either way, it doesn't even matter, because it's really more or less for the actual holders. You had to sit there and say, "Oh, we've been on."
No, Jesus Elon didn't tweet DYOR Media. I was just ribbing him for his company allowing all the porn cam girls back on again.
You were chiding, good old Elon.
The bots. The bots.
Yeah. That's what she said.
That's why you see the proliferation of all these Twitter Spaces and groups like me and Pedro rebroadcasting our live onto Twitter or onto X, because that eliminates the bots, and it's more organic. Just posting in people's threads now is almost useless. It really is. Unless you're just trying to try to get trending or something like that, but to get someone's attention, it's really hard. I mean, for small Twitter accounts like mine, it's pretty easy. Like, oh, someone responded, hey! But for the larger ones, they'll get 50,000 responses, and there's no way. And a lot of these guys have 5 to 10 posts a day, and there's no possible way, even with a fleet of employees, they could go through them all.
Yeah, I agree
Bots
with
and
that.
scammers everywhere. Scammers everywhere, just like the car market, right, Pedro?
Dude, dang, cut me deep, bro. You cut me deep. Ouch.
You don't need to tell that story here, but
No, we do
Jesus
not.
knows it. When you
Oh,
have
I
car
need to talk to
problems,
him.
life sucks.
Yeah, he's in New York, right?
No, he's in San Francisco. Patrick says, I get a lot of weird women who want to date online over messages. It's weird. Hella, bro. I tell you it is too. They're like, oh, we saw that you're in this room. I just thought to use this opportunity to get to know you. Block. I just, actually what I respond now is just send me your referral code. I'm like, just skip all the rest of this stuff. Send me the referral code. And they're like, what referral code? I'm like, you're going to pitch me a Ponzi scheme. I know it. Just what DApp do you want me to connect to, or which Ponzi scheme you're? And they send me the links, and they're like, okay, here you go. You know, it's some dude named Kim in North Korea sending it to you, and so then I go visit the project and report on it. It's a scam.
Pretty much, man. But I bring this up because I actually don't mind it. When I look at the idea behind like bots and what they do, if you're trying to preach a message, right, and you're trying to get it out there, the reality is if I've got like 40 bots that are sitting there, and again, I don't create bots. Like my thing, if I'm subscribed to it purely and I have bots, it's only because they have followed me and somebody created bots to follow me, right? Like I would probably say maybe a quarter of my followers on Twitter are bots. Like legit. Like when I go through, I've gone through a couple of times and just try to see. And so you can sit there and differentiate between verified accounts, right? And unverified accounts. So when I go to the unverified accounts, I'll sit there, and if you go to the bottom part, right, you can see a lot of your followers, right? And it's right there, man. And so you can just click it and say, oh, this is a bot, this is a bot, this is a bot. And a lot of times you can see because it's some pretty girl, some, professional, right? It's like some professional picture, right? And you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely a bot. But again, if I'm trying to get a message out there, they're going to be the first ones to like it. And I almost don't mind it now because if I'm trying to get some out there, then that brings attention to it on other places, and then other real people will sit there and be like, actually, that's right? So I don't mind that.
It doesn't. They unverified accounts. They've pretty much derated completely.
Oh, really? So it doesn't.
So it doesn't really affect your engagement at all. They're focusing on verified accounts as more and more people do it. So you could have 1,000 unverified accounts, and
I don't mean jack.
Yeah, it doesn't mean jack. And they're switching their payouts for advertising to really not include views by unverified accounts. Although there's a lot of scammers paying the money for the verified accounts because they're like, they just know if they land one guy that they scam, it pays for it all.
It's true.
Oh, let's see what else is going on here.
You guys better wait.
Depends how desperate you are, I guess, because always your emotions. If you're new to Twitter, yeah, you're right, it does. And of course, Teddy says, "Squirrel with nuts, they're salty as F." The question is, are they sweaty? Nobody wants sweaty nuts.
Wet nuts.
Like peach sweaty balls from Saturday Night Live. If you're old enough to
remember that's
that.
Old, bro. That is old. That is so good.
I know.
Sorry, that's good. I love it. It's real interesting because I was talking about, like, I'm looking at this, like, no pretty girls follow you.
Nope.
They
don't. Because the real ones are just cam girls, and the fake ones are bots. That's.
Just so you know, Jesus, yeah, I'm dealing with a guy messing with me right now regarding some car stuff, and it's just frustrating. I paid cash for something, and he got the cash, and now he ain't moving along what he needs to do.
Shout out to TJ, sent me a message behind the scenes saying, "Hey, I'm watching you guys. Very informative. You guys are good. So one of
Thank
the
you,
guys
thank you.
from Doug the Duck program.
Doug
Thanks a lot.
the
Really enjoy it. We
Doug.
try to do things a little different here. We have a nice
Yeah.
talk show. Today's different. It's a technical
Yeah.
Tuesday, so we're just talking technical analysis on
TA.
projects, doing
Yeah.
TA and stuff. But we hit deep topics from how the Fed is performing to regulation in Washington D.C. And other things. But sometimes Pedro and I can talk all day about that stuff, all day. But then all of a sudden you see the viewers start going tick, pew, 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 pew. So we have to bring a little D-Gen back into it.
Yeah.
All your guys
Yeah. All right, but talking about this here real quick for the TA. So the reason why I'm bringing up the H bar is on a monthly chart. Okay, we actually hit some sell off, but we closed green on H bar here with a big massive red of the previous, like in April, we hit a big sell off. But remember, I talked about this where they sit there, they'll push it up and come back down. They stop it. They literally stopped everybody else at. And this is what I was talking about, right? This is what I'd love to see. Okay, is them to push it down, stop all of these guys out. When you do a stop out, what happens? People have to buy back. Okay, their positions, and so they stop out all or sell out all their positions, right? These guys got stopped out. They were long, now they got stopped out because this is where there's stops would be. You can see we came down, and when they sell, what happens? Somebody else has to be the buyer to their selling, and you can see this is what happens. Boom. I'm gonna bring this up so you guys can sit there and kind of get a better view of this. Boom, boom.
Jesus, you don't want to hear the story. Maybe Pedro will tell you behind the scenes or on a VC in the
we should
PG
do some
room.
VC. Yeah, we actually should start doing that. Actually, when I think about it, we should. I will. It's so frustrating. We'll talk about that. So here's the demand area, right, where there would be buyers. You can see here. This is what happened: is they came through, right? They went down first. Right, for that month, boom, and then they went back up and came back down, settled here. But I want to bring this up because it's real important. They stopped out all these buyers sitting right here, all these guys, okay, and they came in and they took their stop.
Toast, I forget what
you can see they barely went past the bottom, stopped them out, pissed them off. Then, right, what did they do? They pushed it back up, and so now all these guys are getting in, whereas they got liquidated right here. Their cells were then bought by institutions, which it was then pushed up. Then the next month, right, they came in, it opened up, came down first, went up, now sold off. And what they're doing, and Patty actually understands this here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right here, you have a nice little up to at least highs here. So it's a nice little, and what we saw was we came down first. Now it's still the beginning of the month. Potentially, we came down, we're bouncing off this 8, and now we're starting to continue up. So potentially, we could see H bar go from 10 to 18 cents-ish right here to go back up and to see potentially maybe even all-time highs. I'm not... like that is potentially maybe what we might be seeing here with H bar here. So I want to point that out because from a personal level, right, like this is a giant, they've got a lot of tech going on with H bar. They're doing a lot of stuff. So I am definitely looking, I'm definitely paying attention to this month.
Jesus says you sound like my son trying to speak Spanish.
I do. Órale, vato. Órale, canal.
Yeah, he's lost his tongue rolling, I think, or something like that.
Oh, yes.
Pedro, you got like a Ecuadorian accent or something like that.
I don't know what my Spanish. Listen, like I said, I was an orphan here, so I spoke Spanish as a kid. Then I lost it, and I'm trying to get it back.
All right, let's move off of H bar. Let's go to a viewer favorite here, Toast.
Toast.
And I forget Toast, made by Toast. I forget where we find your project. There's 1,000 toasts out there, so let us know which one it is.
Yeah, which one, bud? or you could just send us the I gotta finish off this here real quick. Monthly supply.
Let's see. NR, welcome to the show. C token safe, guys. Safe. Safe. Are you on the World of Rewards project or affiliated with that? Or is that a different safe? Something like that. Anyway, if you hang out and chill a little bit more, we'll bring up your chart if you let us know how to find it. Let's see. Patrick says odd numbers equals order, even numbers equals racetrack or butter or easy money. What the hell?
We don't need Patty. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Fight Club.
Oh yeah, Toast. Right. I'm sorry. You're on World of Rewards, right? Find your
Patty knows not to talk about Fight Club. I don't need the owner of Fight Club come and beat my ass. So hey, that's the truth. Boom, here we go. So this is really interesting though. So what is it? Safe, SAFE. All right, let's check these guys out here real quick.
Here I dropped into TG the Toast contract.
All right, cool. Let me check it out. Boom. You sent it to me on TG, our personal.
Hold on, it's coming. I forgot to hit it.
Oh, yeah. There we are. Boom.
And we'll hit safe after that. But safe in our guy has to tell us how to find safe. There's too many of them.
Boom.
Oh, I had one. You know what? Come to think of it, I had one that I was watching. All right, what are we looking at here? Toast.
Boom. Oh shoot. Oh, that was weird. I don't know what happened there. Come on. Boom. Where is it?
Finest technology in use on the DYOR Media Network, ladies and gentlemen.
Only. There you are. Come on, give it to me. Toasty
those of you
toast.
watching on LinkedIn, thank you very much. I noticed we had 3 viewers coming to us from there. And
snap!
One of them is me monitoring the comments there, since it's hard for my comment system to do it. So 2 people over there watching, appreciate it. Drop some comments. What do you guys? All LinkedIn robots at work must work 9 to 5.
Must. That's exactly what it is. And one of them's me. Here we go. All right.
If there's someone that doesn't work 9 to 5, it's you. You work like 12 to 12, like the same 12, not half day, the whole day.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't stop. I literally do not stop. It's funny as today my
safe
body
is an infinity swap of operation. All right. We'll get back to back to safe in a minute. Let's look at Toast.
Yeah, let's talk about Toast here.
So they can see them.
Boom, here we are. Let me go ahead and close. Well,
right, I like
here, go right now. Go ahead, real quick, and look and talk about the fundamentals here, like the liquidity and all that. And then I need to put some stuff in here real quick. Okay.
All right. Let's see if I can. Let me bring it up on my screen.
Come on. There we are. Boom. Here we go.
Post token. All right, here we go. Right now we got $11,000 market cap, liquidity 6,000, healthy ratio. Low liquidity, man. If you want to get in a low cap, this is a low cap to get in. You guys are chugging along. Chart did the rise up. Somebody took their money and ran, unfortunately, but that's what happens. But not a lot.
But
of
even
people.
then,
you got. Looks like just from looking at the chart. Oh wait, let me bring my screen back up. Just from looking at the chart here, it looks like there's a solid base of holders. Because it's such a small liquidity and market cap, the volatility is obviously high. But it's a shame when, the total market cap is only 11,000 and change. It was up, it looks like it got up to be about 20,000. And someone sells and takes, a quarter of the market cap away. bunch of them. People do it, I know. I've done it too. But it wasn't just like, ooh, I'm greedy. It was like, ooh, I don't like this project, so I better get my money while I can. But anyway, 110 holders. That's right at that area where you can kind of maintain the project, 100 holders. But unless you grow the holder base, you really just start selling to your same customer base. It means the price only moves because the same people are putting in a few more dollars here and there, or DC dollar cost averaging. So you need a way to get that holder count up. World of Rewards is a great way. Oh, look at that! I'm going to shield him right now. World of Rewards, right here on the banner right here. Go over to see Bruno and the team over there. If you want your small project to get more eyeballs on it and get more holders by participating in their rewards program, you can get more holders and access to their community and get more eyeballs on your project. Go over to World of Rewards.finance, head on over to their TG, tell Bruno and the team, Striking and Pedro sent you. But anyway, Toast is over on World of Rewards. I don't think I'm signed up in their pool right now. I haven't been using my World of Rewards actively. I've been using it like as an active investment. I've been using it to do demos and make explainer videos and things like that. So I'm not sure where I am with that. Anyway, Pedro, if you want to bring it back anytime, it's fine. But
absolutely, yep.
Go ahead.
All right. So let's go ahead and look at this. So you guys had a decent sell-off. You had a lot of buyers coming in. You had decent sell-off, which is always the retracement is what I like. I always talk about you need retracements because that's where you get new buyers sitting at. So as I'm looking at this, and this is like super important, like look, you can see here that the actual sellers actually did a decent amount of selling, but not enough in comparative to the buyers, right? You can see here, they came in, they took profit, but they didn't sell out. Right, especially for Toast here. So Toasty is looking pretty buttery here in the aspect of luck. You can see here last month they had a pretty decent amount of sellers step in, but it held. Last week of the month they sold off. They held here and stayed green. So this is something that I would look definitely as if at this level here, once they get above the previous week's high, you should see buyers step in, right? Because sellers have already stepped in, tried to sell this off, and it's not actually, it didn't hold. So now they're actually stepping in and buyers are taking over. So we potentially could see a runner here because there's not a lot of resistance
Pedro's calling
to the upside.
Could see a runner.
Well, yeah.
And
the part, what's up?
There's a line from Seinfeld. His mutter was a mutter. Talking about horse racing.
Yes. So potentially, the fact that we are above the 8 period, we are seeing volume step in, as you can see here, right? Like the last few days, we've seen it kind of chill, and now we're starting to see it push up here. So yesterday was a pretty good volume day. We got above the 8 period moving average, also the 20 and the 50. So personally, I'm sitting there, and right here, we should have about the 89. We're coming up, so the 89. So this potentially could push past that 89, which isn't there yet, but we're seeing it step in. We had a good sell-off area, retracement back. On top of that, it tried to come down to this demand area here where this psychological buying and buyers stepped in from this level here. So this is a weekly zone here as well. So for me, I'm sitting there, I'm going, this is looking sexy, just straight up. Like it's looking sexy. This potentially, I was waiting for the sell-off to happen. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, waiting for the sell-off to come back into this area. And sure enough, we did. Now we're starting to push up. I remember this because I was like, this is low cap. You guys were up pretty high. And I remember I was like, we had talked about this. I remember talking about this because as it was pushing up, I think it looked like this. Like I think you guys came on and we were sitting right above the 8 and it started to push up. And then I said, wait for the sell-off to pull back. Well, it's pulled back pretty good. And now I'm looking at this going, all right, good pullback. Couldn't even reach the buyers here. So potentially we could see this thing get up back at least to the 002 area. So you guys could at least have a 1x here. If not, see it push higher. I like it.
He's doing that. Jesus says, I remember, you remember. Is that also a Seinfeld line? And of course, Teddy comes back with, They're perfect. These nuts. No.
It was so good. It was so good, dude.
DP getting technical here. Well, Pedro was, not me.
That's funny.
And Toast says 0% tax ongoing. Anyway,
There you go.
for more,
Yeah.
head over to find Toast on their socials, or go over to World of Rewards, listed bound right here, and they'll get you all the information to find Toast.
All right, let's check out Safe here. Safety, safe. Where we are. Boom. Quick check. All right. So Safe here has a similar build.
Wild ride on Safe.
Yeah. What is this? So it's wow. Dude, that thing did 100x. like legit.
Yeah, move it over a little so we can see it.
Yeah, wow, that's a real wild. The only problem is liquidity.
Right,
I thought it was
small
1,000.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. But it went from literally 0.101 to. So that means, ultimately their liquidity at its peak was, if we're sitting there, 901.
They only have $780 in their liquidity, $2,000
20,000.
market cap, almost $3,000. If you want a small cap, ride the roller coaster. Safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
That's funny.
Some of these buys, which obviously aren't that big because of the low liquidity, here it went from one buy, it went from 0.017 to 0.009. It almost 8x. One buy. Guess what? There was an immediate sell. Can you imagine that?
Shocking.
Although I have to imagine Mr. Safe, who's pitching Safe here, are those large? I'm gonna pull up my screen again for a second here, Pedro. These large spikes over here of buys and then sell-offs. Were those burns or something like that? Or is it just someone buying? You have a small cap, so if someone buys $100 worth, it's gonna do that. But let us know what's going on with that. What's the deal? What's the deal with Safe? Why is it safe? Is it a safe?
Yeah.
Is it,
Yeah, with the full complete market cap, man. It went obviously it's a fair launch, right?
Right.
And you can see here, we're sitting at its complete market cap at its high was about 20,000, right? 20, or between $15,000 to $30,000 market cap. So you're talking about a small market cap here. This is legit. I would like to see a little bit more consolidation here. Simply building your liquidity pool here is really important, right? Because the reality is if you do another 10x and my thing is sitting in it, right? Unless I put $300 in.
Yeah, just get a couple of insiders here, just to get together in the back and say, between 3 of us or 4 of us, let's put in $1,000 over, not at once, like $10 buys over 2 days or something like that.
Yeah.
The chart will go up, and then you start trending it. Come get schmucks like us to shill it.
Yeah, this isn't.
And we'll be like, look at those greens, man! Oh my God, got to get in on this.
Yeah, but the key is this liquidity pool is. Yeah, and that's part of being in the DGen area, right? But the reality is 780. I can't get behind that. That's too small. That is too small for me, because I'm looking for $700, $800, for a project. If I put in $200-$300 in, I want to make $700, right? $800, right? And so I would literally kill your liquidity pool. So that's just you guys need to build that up, straight up, and build that up and literally make it safe, right? For at least you gotta. You heard it from Pedro. Gotta make it safe. Make it safe. That I can't. That's not safe for people. But hey, I'm down with it, man. I like the fact that you guys are trying. I like the fact that you're trying to grind there. Operation Phoenix in the house. What up?
Missed that one. Missed the Operation Phoenix pump. What's going on with Phoenix?
Yeah. Let's check out Phoenix here. NR, what's up? I'm gonna check out. Let's check out Operation Phoenix here. And what was their
OPHX.
OPHX?
And their liquidity pool on BNB is stronger than their own deck. Yeah, you know what? I'm just a small holder of Operation Phoenix now. And I haven't been following their Infinity Swap launch that hard. I wonder how it's going. Hey, Jesus, how's it going? Tim Oliver, are you out there? How's it going?
Let's look at this here real quick. So you can see here we came down into the areas that we were talking about. We bounced up, boom. Tried to come back down, we bounced up, but we ate this demand area right here pretty bad. So this potentially could act as resistance at this level here because the fact that it just sold off so strong in the air with all these sellers. So this is when they were actually launching a lot of their new stuff in this area. So a lot of people must have been trying to sell off. Now, I guess the part that I do like, and I bring this up here, it's just this right here. We've sold off. We are consolidating here in a sense. I want to sit there and this is what I want to see, right? If I'm going to get in on this project, I want to see it look kind of similar to this right here, right? Let me pull up my 1 hour.
Trisha, I gotta tell you, thanks for joining us. Pedro and I always love a little attention from the fairer sex, especially when they're shillers. Especially when they're shillers. We love it. Thumbs up if you're here with nuts. I'm here with nuts. I don't know if you're, Trisha, I don't know if you're here with nuts. I mean, unless you've transitioned.
Wife. Where's she at? Where's she coming from? Trisha,
she's
thumbs up if you're
Squirrel of Nuts community here.
Nice. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead. And I'm going to point this out here with Operation Phoenix. So you've got to come in with real volume or consolidate here for a minute because this area here is where you're going to get a cost base. You already have your foundation base right here, right? This is where you really have like right in this level. So launch day, we're coming back down to launch day. If you guys consolidate and people start to build a real base, and the biggest key is this consolidation period here. If you're having real buyers and real sellers stepping in and pushing this and literally building up, it's the spring aspect, right? It's building up and boom, right? You could sit there and go back to all-time highs. Your areas here, and this is kind of a good thing here when I'm looking at it, is if like your resistance, there's really no resistance to push up. You've actually had people buys here, like here on the monthly. This is actually right in here would be your resistance. Yeah, so this potentially could be a resistance level here of the 055 to 043. But if you really consolidate right in here and then come up, take these sellers out and come back down, that's something that I want to pay attention to, especially if, and I'm going to point this out here. Where is it at? Is it in here? Nope. Where is I should be able to mark this area. I guess I didn't put that in this. But oh, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Boom. Brush. Okay. All right. This is what I'm looking for. Is I want to see this thing consolidate. Right. And then push up into this area. Come back down. Hold here. Consolidate again. And then boom. And then you see it. There we go. Let's again grab this. Boom.
To those of you watching us on X, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. We've had 62 people tune in at some point or another. I realize most of you were just scrolling by while you're on the shitter and stick around. But for those of you, a couple of you did. I can tell. from the length of view time analytics that some of you did, either while you're on the shitter or while you got it on your desk, or if you're a day trader up in the corner. Listen to us. Thank you very much for joining us. We're trying to expand our views on X as that streaming platform is starting to boom like crazy. And also for those of you on LinkedIn, I realize that most of you come by on policy days that we talk about on LinkedIn and things like that. And Pedro just drew that whole chart right up for Operation Phoenix right there. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
This is kind of like what I want to see. This is what I'm looking at. Obviously, that was done in the weekly chart. I think this would be consolidated more over the next few, like it's potential. This is kind of like what I want to see, right? That consolidation right here for a few weeks. Then to push up, come back down, take out these sellers, come back down here, consolidate again, push up again. Right, can come back down, consolidate, push up. So what happens after each level of push up, you come back down and you build a new base, and those people become diamond handers, right? And then all of a sudden you become the roaring kitty of wherever you're at. So yeah, that's it. That's what I'm looking for Operation Phoenix. And if I can see some real, green weeks, where people are out there, some good green days, some good green weeks here, but still buying at these levels here. That's what you want to see. That's the key. That's the nut with the squirrel, right? Like that's a good
nice
nice
tie in there, Pedro.
You're welcome there. I'm trying over here. Pedro did talk about it. Good call. You're welcome, man.
Apparently Trisha from Squirrel with Nuts, Paul says she holds the nuts.
There you go.
Guys are nonstop.
It's good.
Well, someone had to take over from the reward token guys. They were nonstop, but apparently now their contract is locked or some BS like that.
What do you mean contract locked? What does that mean?
Dar Baby said bad stuff happened with reward token. We kind of.
Oh, really? All right. Well, that's not the world. Let's make sure we clarify this. This is not World of Rewards.
Correct.
This
it was just reward token, which is different. Reward
token, yeah, a totally different one. So, but in the same sense, it's still, I honestly, I love World of Rewards and what they're doing there. I honestly do, especially for small time tokens. It's like, dude, it just makes complete sense. It should honestly, that project should have came around in the last, especially with the onset of reward tokens, when we used to get reflections. So I think that would have been really dope.
I have a post up here from Paul saying, come visit if you want to hit up a VC. We're in the VC most times. Stop by. I think that was from the Safe token. He didn't respond to which one it was. And I don't see any things. If anyone is here listening that's left from Safe, let us know if Paul is Safe. Drop us a link in the DYOR Media TG room. Better check on that. Let's see if it's not full of spammers here.
All right, so I'm gonna jump back here real quick to some top tier ones here. So let's check out. So what I'm looking for H bar is simple, right? I want to see it come back maybe a little bit. We're going up a little, come back down, create a bigger. Let's see if we can get a bounce off of this monthly 8, and they can see it come back up to this 15-cent area. So pointing out H bar. Let's check out.
Paul is of course with nuts.
Nice.
Most of the shillers are today. All right, we'll stop by. Did someone send us a link to your project? I'm sure there's probably not too many of them on Telegram. Nuts.
Where's it at? Gala. Let's check out Gala again.
Actually, a quick question back to you, Operation Phoenix guys. Is Squid Row Joe still with the project? I haven't seen his name anywhere lately.
Anywhere, literally.
World with.
Did the feds come and talk to him? Is that what this is? No.
Start any rumors now?
Nah, just playing, man. It's a joke.
It's not with. I gotta remember to type that correctly. With.
ICP.
Jesus says he is, but he's been absent a lot.
All right, cool. So let's check this out here real quick. So ICP, HNT,
ICP.
will definitely. Yep, ICP, Internet Computer Project. It was kind of like the favorites for the AI projects, right? So this is
for brief periods of time, like 2017 and the past few months, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, but either way, I don't think it's going away. I don't think we're gonna see it push away. ICP is one of my babies. I think it's one of those ones that it's going to stick around. They just are always trying to innovate. But apart from that, from a charting standpoint, let's pull them out here real quick. Okay, so helium right here, you can see we sold off.
Helium.
Okay. Yep, helium. Point this out here real quick. Now it's pushing down here, and it's really important to pay attention to this. Try to hold
sorry,
above it.
Pedro. Jesus, that's exactly what brought that up for me. I haven't seen a peep about him on YouTube and all that. And not to start any conspiracy theories, but there was some heavy duty selling in that thing from, just at times that were just not right. And it was my personal opinion that they had.
Well, we were on air with it.
Yeah, we were
literally
on air with it,
and it literally sold off while we were on air. And I sat there and I even privately hit you up and I said, dude, these guys are selling off. And you're like, no, man. Anyways, like, I don't want to. I'm gonna be quiet about it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we'll
good guys over there, but something weird is going on.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's talk about helium here. Helium, again, they're on the Solana phone. You actually can mine it. You can actually go through. They're starting a lot of stuff. They're still pushing forward, which I respect as an actual project. I know how much of a grind it is, especially when you're just pushing forward. And they're still trying to connect with the Internet of Things, especially with the AI kicking in. They're really trying. That's why I'm actually doing helium with ICP kind of together. And I think what we're seeing is I think we could see a push here. The reason why I'm saying this is we saw them push up first here, okay, from a monthly standpoint. Now we're coming back down. I want to see them go below this area here. Okay, this area here is what I'm looking for. In between here of the 3414 area, in between the 298, this area here, if I see them come down here, I'm picking them up because again, they're doing a lot, right? Like they have real products, they make real money, right? It's what they're doing. There are people who are coming on and paying them to use their blockchain and network for the IoT system, or the Internet of Things system. So that's why I'm sitting there looking at them, because as we start to get pushed closer to the elections, I really do think we're going to see a big push in networks that actually do real things. I do. And partially, I think this could be a good ploy for hedge funds to sit there, play in, push us down, take out all the sellers down in these, or they're going to stop out all these buyers here, pick up sellers and push us forward. So this is one of the ones I'm looking at. And then my first take profit here for this initial push here would be about right here on this monthly chart. Come on. Boom.
I still have the helium tag up. What are you on right now?
Helium.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on helium. Yeah, you're right. So you can see here that my first take profit here. So I expect them to see a sell-off is this 8-period moving average sitting right here. And then in additionally to that, see a sell-off again back in these lower levels to see it push back up. So this is kind of like a good area here that I think we could see helium push back up. Along with ICP. ICP has a different kind of chart happening, but I think we're going to see. So you saw the 8-period moving average kicking in. They're going up first, but I think they're going up to come down where you could pick up ICP. What just happened? That should not have happened. Boom. Z.
Whiff Nuts has joined us. Apparently, the Whiff Nuts YouTube account. Whiff Nuts. We started on Pump, slow to build a strong floor, shook out the cheats, and we continue working hard to gather up more nuts for the squirrels. Nut house every day. How have you found Pump? I'm guessing you're talking about Pump Fun. How have you found that to be? Was it a good deal? Did you get lost in the shaft? Did you get to the top? I used one day when Radium was just totally overwhelmed. I used Pump and transactions went through immediately. And I was like, oh, this is great. And then the next day they were compromised. I was like, oh, that sucks. Haven't used them since, even though everyone says it's fine.
Good shit. Dumb fun. It's hard, but we work through it. I respect that. I respect the working through it.
That's what counts, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
working through it.
I respect that. Yeah, that's real. Radium is terrible to Jupiter or Bird Eye are better. Yeah, I like Bird Eye. Bird Eye is like fire, man. It's very glitchy. You know what though? As long as they're pushing through and they're really still working on the code and get it going, sometimes it just life happens, right? With technology. Like I was trying to get my computer going up and running. It was running today. I don't understand why it's doing what it's doing. And nothing's changed from yesterday to today. And I know Tom knows nothing about that, where you don't change something and it decides it wants to do a totally different thing. I mean, that never happens to Tom. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about, Willis? Man, I said that to one of my young little like daughters. Like it's funny. She's not my daughter, but she's like like you have friends of yours with kids and you've known them since they were babies, right? And there's like
my entire cultural reference lexicon is completely useless to anyone under the age of 35.
Dude, literally. Like, what is up? I said, what you talking about, Willis? And she goes, oh, man, that's not Willis. And I'm like,
how about Homie Don't Play That?
Bro, right?
From In Living Color, where Jennifer Lopez got her start.
Yes.
And
yes.
What's his name? Carrey. Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Fire Marshal Bill. Fire Marshal Bob.
Yes, bro. Dude, when I say, good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Or the Wayans brothers doing the Puerto Rican family. And they all have jobs.
Yes. Yes.
That was the
no, it was Jamaican.
Jamaican.
It was Jamaican. Yeah.
We're Jamaican, man. We have 9 jobs.
Yes,
you only have 3 jobs. You are a junior, man. You need 9 jobs like your father. Some of the best.
Dude.
And now I do the Homie Don't Play That. Nobody gets it.
Nobody even gets it.
I got In Living Color, the whole season 1 or 2 or 1 and 2 on DVD.
Dude, like real, like, and it's like nobody even.
What we're gonna do one of these days is have an in living color watch party in the DYOR TG. That's what
I'm so down with that, dude. Yes, absolutely needs to happen.
With not showing his age or her age, their age. I remember those days. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Good times. Time and date. Laugh. I love it, man. Yeah, for real. Down with that.
All right, so we haven't talked about Bitcoin yet here today, have we?
Oh, we have not. You're right.
Let's talk about BTC. A couple of people asked about it, and I blew them off because we're having fun with nuts.
We need to look at Zeus because I told Zach we would look at Zeus, and we need to look at Zeus. All right.
What is
BTC.
It? Just ZUES?
Yeah, I think so. ZUES. I forget. He said he wanted to talk about Zeus, so hit him up privately, and ask him, hey, Pedro's going over Zeus. Which one is it? Boom.
How the hell?
All right, BT.
I put that
I think it's ZU or ZEU. It could be ZEUS. It's just
that's
you just said it in. Yeah. Boom. All right. So again, we're still kind of on this upper part
are you
of
on
this.
Now, or are you on?
No. This is BTC real quick. So let's talk about BTC real quick.
Tap dancing crazy. Another cultural reference that many of you don't get.
Yes.
Do you see the light? Do you see the light? Jesus H. Tap dancing Christ, I can see the light. One Jake Blues.
Oh man. Um. Oh, dude, you got me. I'm like dying over here. Okay, focus. So, when it comes down to this right now, we're at this upper level of the consolidation period. Like I said, if this thing busts, I don't think we're gonna see a bust through until the end of the election, or towards the until we really know what's going on with this. But if we do, what we want to see is we want to see a push up, come back down, hit this all-time high, then push up. Right? That's what I'm looking to see. So something like this. Boom, push up, come down, and go up. Right? Boom, goes up. That's what I'm looking for. Right? But I don't think that's what we're gonna see. So but right now we're seeing a push up, a pretty decent day on BTC. And in the same aspect, if we do see this, then if we do see this pump here, I expect the rest of the altcoins to go up. I do. It should push everything up, and then we're starting that. Oh, there goes my trade. There we are. Good job. Sorry, I went long on the S&P 500 earlier. Yay. And that's me. Yay. Anyways, being a goofball. Okay, so that's what I kind of look at. So BTC is pumping a little here today. We're seeing it go pretty good, but we just need to see what's going to happen here as it moves forward. We do have the moving averages above. We are seeing these things starting to pick up here. It all just depends. Can it get above this with real volume? Will the institutions allow it to move? Because if it gets pushed above here, this level, 71.97, it needs to have real volume, like volume like this, or at least if we could see volume like this, like in these days here, right, where it's pushing, then that's something I could get from a conviction standpoint. I can get behind. I was like, what is this? And then I remember I was just messing around.
Drawing D's nuts. That's what you're drawing. So what Jesus is asking, and what I was thinking about too, is this a fake pump? Is this the market makers pushing it up a little bit just to get everyone to FOMO in and then steal their liquidity?
I do think that, because look at the volume here. Like, it's just the consolidation in the volume here. It's not sustainable. Yeah, it's dropping off, exactly, and the drop off is pretty clear. So that's why I'm sitting there saying, but again, if it does kick in, and like they're like, I gotcha, right? Then it's like, all right, well, I guess we're moving forward, right? We're moving up, right? So it could be fake pump. I do think it's a fake pump, but I've been wrong. I admit, I'm not Nostradamus over here, even though y'all want to call me that.
Pedro Damas.
But in the same sense, it potentially could be a fake out, trying to push people out. But then on the back end, I very much couldn't say, all right, now we're getting this party started again. So we'll see what happens. What else did you? Oh, Zeus. That's what it was. Did Zaki Poo let us know?
No.
All right, whatever. All right. Boom.
He's not fast on the response, because he's usually recording a video.
So Zeus, Tether, here we go. Boom. Actually, not bad at all for Zeus. Boom. We just got above. Looks consolidating here. Pretty good. Boom. During this whole time period here, you sit there. It's getting above. Nice little pump here. What's the market cap on Zeus here? Do you know?
I can't help you on that. Why didn't they just come up there? Well, looks like the volume's holding steady and it's starting to increase. That's bullish to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking. That was a good spot, man, for Zach. Yeah, you're already starting to see now, starting to find support on that 8-period moving average. We have the 50-period moving average actually really just got ate through. Pretty much it's just chewed up, boom, and now we're starting to see it find support on that 50. Today is really where you saw that support kind of come in. So if Zeus can sit here and get above this with decent volume, we could see potentially, because I'm looking at this here.
What's it on? It's on Solana. Zeus.
Okay, yeah.
Tether.
I have Tether.
Generally,
Solana network. That's where the majority of the volume is. Is Zeus on my list here? Boom. I'm out of here. Something I want to pay attention to. ZEUS. Boom, Tether. There we go. CE. I always have to say the A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Yeah. I. Okay. So I don't know why, it's like, like I'm 45 and I still got to sit there and count. Like, is E before I? Like A, B, C, D, E? Yes. Duh. Right. Anyways. Okay. So yeah, man, this isn't looking that bad. I actually did a little bit of a sell-off, and now we're pumping here. So, or not pumping, it's the wrong word, but it is starting to pick up some volume here, and the volume just started. You can see here, it's the start of the month, and you can see here that it's already at least half of the previous month. There's definitely, previous week, and we barely started. This is Tuesday, so we could see some big push. The monthly chart isn't looking so good, but the consolidation here is pretty decent.
The monthly chart, the thing's only been around a month.
3 months. But yeah. So there you go. 1, 2, 3. Maybe am I in the right one? I'm using Zeus on it's ZEUS.
Oh yeah, okay. It starts April 12th. I thought it said May 12th.
Yeah, and so at 30 cents, it's at 51 cent area here. All-time high. Yeah, all-time high is 114.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is not looking that bad. I mean, in all reality, it's definitely not. We could, if we start to see that volume really start to step in and push up, we potentially could see it easily get above the 83 cent mark here, and then from there see it push up even higher. And I do like this area here, how it did come back down. We saw it really, this part right here is kind of the earlier thing I was talking about.
Patrick, I haven't heard.
There were a lot of stops, stops for buyers stepping in right here. You saw they came down, stopped them out, and then pushed back up with a doji, right? And so then we started seeing over the last few weeks them putting in their buys, come in, putting buys, come in. It's just got to make sure this week, if we close above that 8-period moving average on the week with good volume, expect it to sell off on the beginning of the week for next week, and then see it continue up. And potentially we could see this baby, at least, like I said, hit that 80 cent mark here. This is weekly supply. Come on. And then from here, potentially another one. And these aren't bad areas. This is good, because what happens is when I sit there and I see these pullbacks, these are areas for pullbacks, right? And so that's what you want to sit there and see, an area for pullback, so people can get in for an area of buying. So you sell off, right, for profit, come back, buy more with the profit.
Thank you, everybody,
right?
joining us
and
from LinkedIn.
That's kind of, I like to see that areas for sell off, so that I can, I can play. So this would be potentially what I would want to see. Boom, 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 boom. Right, and then from there, the sky's the limit to see what we would see. But I like it. And then on the back end, if we do see a sell-off from here, right, this is what we want to see as well. Buyers, daily demand, boom.
Rye, thanks for joining us and chilling with nuts. You're one of many today. Lots of nuts on the stream today. Lots of little itty bitty fuzzy squirrel nuts on our stream today.
So you can see here that this area here of the
Rye,
36. It's all good. It's all good. This is actually pushing up here at these levels. I'd expect to see us, if we do see a sell-off, right, come down, retap this area here, right, and then from there see it consolidate to push up. But I think we're going to see a push up with Zeus here potentially, simply because of what's actually happening with the daily volume as we're moving up. I mean, we're seeing buyer wicks step in, right? And that's what I'm looking for, especially on days like this where you just had a big close above a 50 period and then now come back and then push back up. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Okay, next, what was it that we needed to see? You have to have a good sense of humor.
As they say, we're running long in the tooth here, Pedro. Let's
Gotcha.
let's pick one or two more stalwarts here and wrap it up for the day. I got a couple of things I need to do this afternoon here.
Got it.
With Nuts says you have to have a good sense of humor or life sucks. Well, I agree with you that, and if you watch this show for more than one day, you'll know that use humor more than intellect here.
That's funny. But it's not bad there. We do have a lot of fun here. Quick question. Did we have anybody come in on Twitch today?
Oh yeah, I forgot. NeoWiki came back a while ago.
Yeah, he's the guy. No, he's not the CMO.
No. That was Kick. We had NeoWiki. Hello guys, hope you're all doing great. Like BTC rising up, or is it a fake pump? So he also, just like Jesus, he asked the fake pump question, and you answered.
Yeah.
I don't know if he stuck it out till the end here, but
potentially, yeah.
Apparently, Whiff Nuts has small fuzzy nuts, but big thumbs. Made by Toe says BNB over 650. Will this bring volume into BSC? I don't think so. BNB needs a marketing push or something good, some massive meme coin to go nuts over there that attracts the degens to bring the volume back. It's been tough on BNB, but apparently Binance has been putting some effort into allowing the price to rise, and so that's a good thing. But volume, I don't know. I mean, if BNB was at $1 now, they'd have volume, because then people would want that they'd buy BNB and it would 10x and 20x like it did during the Safe Moon days. But right now, I don't. To be honest, I don't know what will bring good volume to BNB.
Bro, you seen this?
What are you looking at there?
This is BNB. This is Binance Coin right now.
Come on.
It just hit. Dude, it literally is right above all-time highs. Actually, it just hit. Literally all-time highs.
Well, thankfully, we still own BNB in our DYOR portfolio, along with Jasmine. Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine. Yeah. Bro, BNB is looking, dude, and it came down. It hit our demand area, consolidate. I did expect us to come down lower. I did. I was thinking we were going to come down lower, but over the last 2 days, man, we came in with real volume, dude, or decent volume. It ain't like amazing volume, but look, man, this volume is enough over the last 2 days to sit there and see this could kick the market into bull market. I mean, this could be the initial. Not to say that
was one big flag there, right? Right
before
the breakout.
Boom, consolidation. Where's my consolidation? But yeah, this right here, man, this is not bad at all. This BNB could push the market into bull run territory if this thing starts to kick off. Right? I mean, I could sit there because BNB has so many projects on it that we could sit there and see things. Things
With nuts or somebody needs to drop a link to your TG in here. I couldn't find it for some reason, or Discord or whatever it is you have.
Yeah, BNB, man.
Or
BNB is legit.
If you can't type the link in the comments, you can drop it in RTG, DYOR Media, Striking Crypto Smackdown, or just type in what we should search for on TG in the YouTube comments.
Oh man, that was perfect. That was a perfect setup. I should have looked at this earlier. I was so busy trying to take care of some stuff.
All-time high.
But yeah, yep.
Boom. Dragging you BNB people projects up. Where's the Dragon Balls and Stag guys? Mr. Rhodes, where you at?
Mr. Rhodes.
I guess Toast is a BNB project. So was World of Rewards.
Rewards. Yeah. Did we look at World of Rewards today?
We have not.
There we go. World of Rewards. War. Here we are. It's selling off.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Boom. It's all good, man. This is not a bad thing. World of Rewards here. Sell-off potentially is one of those things that, and it's selling off where it's actually taking out buyers. This is actually what happened with look at this. I want you to point this out. This is real important. You see this right here, and I need to go back to the 4-hour mark and see. Yeah, bro. You see that amount of buyers right here? Okay, and now you're having a sell off. So this is exactly this is literally a potentially I don't know if an institution just got involved here or they're trying to position, but this is literally what I want to see.
What?
Listen to me. Like when I got into SHIB my first time, right? Because the market it was in the summertime and the market was going slow. I was like, I need something else to take my attention, right? It was driving me nuts. And the market was just humming along. A thing popped up on my computer saying, oh, Shiba Inu just had a big, huge movement. I went and looked at it and it was selling off. And I was like, but it was selling off in a way where I could tell institutions were getting involved of what was actually happening, right? I'm going to point this out. You see how we're going up here, okay? And see how there's seller wicks here, right? So which means they're going to drop it. You understand? That you can see it. Boom. Sellers are stepping in. It's going to drop. Boom. But then you consolidate. Now this is key right here. You see this right here? It's not like this. But you don't really have buyers or sellers, right? But at this point right here, you see this little candle? You see this amount of big volume here? Now, this is more than just a simple one volume. So I went and looked at the hour. Let's look at the hour. That's this area here. You can see here, people came in, sold off, or trying to, came in, bought back. And you can see here now it's starting to sell off. So I sit there and I go, this is a war happening. This is potential, an area where I want to get in at. This lower level here is definitely one of those areas I sit there and I go, okay, this is potentially an area of real buyers. Okay. Small candle, big volume. Small candle, big volume, wind up, explode, right? And so it's potentially something where they were trying to stop out people to get in. This is a psychological move. And I know you're like, Pedro, this is a small cap, dude. Like, there's none of that. No, it's all relatable. So you can see here, we're actually finding buyers that could step in, potentially put this to a higher level. And the fact that BNB is pumping, if a buyer steps in, a buyer is going to push the market. It has the momentum of BNB. So buyers step in, which is in a buyer's area right now. So potentially we could see this thing start to pump. And so it'd be silly for people to sell off here. I mean, that just, yeah, anyways. World of Rewards, man. We'll see what happens here. You guys are at this demand area. So, and there's nothing to stop you from going up. These have all been traded through.
Let's see, who was it? With Nuts, I dropped our TG. I looked in my TG and didn't see it. So make sure you get the right one. See the guys.
Boom.
Toasty, Armad, Don, Boy, Vincent.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens here with World of Rewards. But nice little sell-off here. I would definitely be looking personally to be buying.
I didn't post our TG. I posted the link to the show. Tom, you idiot.
All right. Boom. Here we go.
Let me try that again. All right. Striking's crypto smackdown. There we go. All right, what else we got here?
But I want to check out BNB here. BNB here, yeah, man. Look at this. This is real volume. Definitely, this is real volume here. Coming over the last few days. I mean, the only day that it's really kind of been consistent that big is back in April-ish, and this is when it was down at these lower levels. This could potentially keep pushing higher. We'll see what happens, but really interesting to see that we push.
About DNB or something?
No, man, like there's got to be something here, dude. This is.
Speaking of news, I got it. Well, before we run out of time here, I got to talk about this. This news.
What's up?
This is epic. I know it's Technical Tuesday, but we're just gonna quickly hit a little politics here. There's a new newspaper out there that's a very conservative leaning, and it's mostly a anti-Chinese, anti-CCP type newspaper. But they've broadcast, they've grown into the far right conspiracy theory groups and all this kind of stuff. Lots of good articles, lots of crappy ones too. Called the Epic Times. If you've ever clicked on any sort of right-wing article in anything, you'll get ads for the Epic Times in any of your feeds. But I see this thing. The Epic Times CFO charged in a $67 million crypto money laundering scheme and using company assets. The accused is using the news outlet's Make Money Online team to launder the proceeds of fraud using cryptocurrency. Chief financial officer has been arrested. $67 million. According to the press release, U.S. Attorney's Office, Bill Guan. I think most of this group, the guys are from Taiwan, thus the anti-CCP party stuff, has been charged with conspiracy, money laundering, bank fraud, transnational scheme to launder $67 million in illegally obtained money, orchestrated a plot to which the Epic Times Make Money Online team used millions of dollars of cryptocurrency to purchase illicit funds, including fraudulently obtained insurance benefits. Oh, they're going down for a long time. Insurance fraud, you don't want to do that. That's bad. It's
the one thing. It's like the one thing.
You can like shoot somebody and get off easy.
Yes.
Insurance fraud.
Like legit. It's the craziest thing.
The last thing you want to do in the financial world is have the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, the one that covers Wall Street, to tweet about you. There's nothing good coming of it. You're going to the joint because they don't take any case public until you are 100% screwed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought I would bring that up before we get going here. The Epic Times going to go down in epic flames here. But we still got BNB going epic here.
Dude, I use their Telegram feed. Like, so when they post stuff, bro, I'll sit there and be like, all right, go on, I need to look this up. Like, I use them because they do post decent articles that I want to know about that aren't necessarily on the mainstream. And so I'll go through and I'll read through a lot of their stuff. Sometimes I'm like, dude, this is crazy. All right, next. But some stuff, bro, I pull up, I'm like, dang, that's good information. So it's like, I'm kind of sad. I hope it doesn't crush the actual publications. I hope they stick around because, like you said, there's stuff there that you're like on the verge of like conspiracy crazy, and you're just like, all right, next. But on the other end, man, like they have some good stuff that isn't on mainstream that is important, especially when it comes to CCP stuff, man.
No, so it's I got you there, but the guy, they were using company assets and stuff like that. Government's
I just
gonna go
hope
to
they
seize.
don't go belly up.
They'll seize all that shit.
I hope they don't go belly. I really hope, because I love their stuff on the CCP. Like it's real. It's good. Like they do go through and they talk about those things, and it's man.
All right,
Does it say?
we've
Does it say it's
fur
gonna
babied
go?
out here.
Fur. All right, but here's the thing. Let me ask a quick question. Did it say that they were going to go belly up?
No, you just know that's how it works. They're gonna. I mean, if you're doing bad stuff and you come to the attention of the Fed, they seize everything. If you're using company money and company assets and company people to do stuff, it's not gonna be good for them. They'll probably survive, but they'll have to get a new investor.
The problem is with CNNBC, with ABC, with a lot of these other places, they don't give off. That's the problem. See, this is what that frustrates me about, and I'm seeing, and I understand. Like if they're doing something wrong, cool. Do you think they're really doing something wrong, or do you think because they're talking really hard against China?
I think they scammed people out of $67 million, so that's a problem. I mean, you can't, if you had a company doing whatever,
right,
and your chief financial officer used all of your employees and ran money through your company, $67 million, fraudulently, taking it in insurance scams and other types of scams, cryptocurrency scams, would you expect your company to survive? And if you even knew, I didn't know about it, it wasn't me, it's not my fault, like 99% of the company's at fault, you're going down. It's unfortunate, but that's why you're supposed to have directors and an audit committee and all that type of stuff of businesses. Anyway, I am going to take some liberties here and play that music. That music that signifies it's the end of the day.
End of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great show today. We had a good show. We had a lot of people watch on all the combined platforms. Over 100 people tuned into us today. That's what we like to see. We like to see 100 people on the lives. Our next goal is 200 and 500. And it's because of you guys and your communities coming out shilling us stuff. And then every time we do that, we bring in a new community, get 20, 30 new subscribers, and two or three of you stick around for a while and come and watch our shows. Continue to show your product, but also because you're getting entertained by myself and Mr. Pedro here. So,
are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Another cultural reference that probably slips by people nowadays. But Space Cat, if you're out in the gym, thank you for joining us once again. Crypto Mike, Jesus, all our new guys that joined us today. Patrick,
Patty,
thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. Jesus says it's always for Tom and Pedro. It was a good show today, says Toast, made by Toast. Glad we got over your project today.
Yeah.
Looks like good things to come for Toast.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Pedro, thanks for the good show, as I always say. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking, here in the Digital Media Network. Thank you for allowing me to host another episode of this wonderful show, DYOR Live. We will see you on the flip side tomorrow. Oh, so be there.